Oh, hi there. It's Thursday, and I'm looking forward to some very fast shogi here on Shogi Wars. 3 minutes, 3 minute Thursday, where I play my worst shogi at its fastest and have some fun, hopefully win some games, hopefully learn some things, hopefully mildly interesting to anyone who might want to watch. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Still a hiatus for the Tume. I'm not finding something that I feel would be stream worthy, both in terms of sort of learning and proper difficulty, and outside of just doing a book, which would be tough to do. I'm not finding anything. So if anyone has suggestions, please, suggest a collection, or at least shogi study, or something. Shogi Quest is what I wanted to do, but I can't get the app consistently working here on Mac OS anymore. It just fast quits. So that would be great, where I'd be able to make challenges, but the app doesn't work. It's an iPad app, and a lot of them work, under Mac OS, but I guess some of them might have some bugs preventing it. Starting with oolong tea today. Unsponsored oolong tea. I still haven't sent an email about the sponsorship. Also, I have made some very minor tweaks to the Shogi Wars playing layout to hopefully properly not truncate some of like the pieces in hand and some of the opponent's name. I'm surprised it has lasted that long. I'm not sure if I accidentally had shifted a few pixels over in the past and missed it, but I hope that is fixed. And we'll see. We'll see how it does, because I didn't want to play a game last night while trying it, but I think logically it makes sense where it is now, and we'll see. Current rating here on Shogi Wars for 3 minute. I'm still 3Q, still 56.3%. Semi climbing, semi not. 3 minutes tough. 3 minute is very tough. As we discussed yesterday, it's a rating where I think there's a minimum bar of the types of players who will play it, and it's people who sort of, for lack of better words, are a little stronger. Whether or not that's true, remains to be seen. But that's my perception, and it seems to be a shared perception. What else is going on? This week's three. I think we have had three sort of larger discussions. What I've called the podcast format, sort of. Since there are no shogi podcasts, it feels almost like this is the closest thing we have to shogi podcasts. I have loved listening to them, re-listening to them, and just thinking about some of these discussion points, over the past 3 days. Stuff about complexity of the game, about the shogi community, about growth, about chess streamers getting involved in it, all these kind of topics. Love it. The various websites, the tournament differences. These topics, I feel like they're evergreen, and I could start talking about them now, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to play. Sorry for banging the table, but I love this stuff. I really do, and I hope people enjoy it as much as I do, or at least partly as much as I do, and are getting something out of it. So that said, 2463 shogi loving souls on Shogi Wars right now. It is, I think it's like 2 a.m. Hey Siri, what time is it in Tokyo? Hey Siri, what time is it in Tokyo? Okay, it is. It's 2:05 a.m. So low count, but should be enough. Should be. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I was thinking, maybe I should bring a bot back, but I don't enjoy playing those bots. So let's just do this. Transition the scene. All right.
あなたが後手です。
Ito Shingo again.
対局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
嬉野流。
Ureshino Ryu. Okay, we got the third file player. This is interesting. This is definitely interesting. Do not see this often. Do not see the gold come up often. Wow. Wow. All right.
2分30秒。
This is fascinating. We have not gotten this. So I am going to attack this edge at this point. What? Okay. Feels good. Does not feel good. Wow. Okay. Wow. $145. Okay, we're even on time. I think a gold drop is going to be better. No, it won't be.
最高の指し回しでしたね。
Thank you, Ito Shingo Sensei. Thank you. Thank you. The people in 3-minute games have so much more. It's fascinating to me. It's. They get down, they get down one game, or, they get down and it's, a minute and a half to go. They get, yes, that is a very tough position for them, but it's not losing, not at our level. And they will resign in 3-minute games, but in 10-minute games, they just won't. It's weird. It's so weird, especially, considering in 3-minute games, I mean, you can go into heavy flag mode there. You can kind of go nuts and make crazy attacks. I don't quite understand it. But let's do it. Let's get another.
あなたが後手です。
Sote again. Another quick Ishida.
対局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Oh, he is not quick Ishida-ing. What am I doing? I'll do that. Oh. What? Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay.
2分30秒
Okay. That is interesting. Let's do this. Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Boy, boy, boy. Oof.
2分
Okay. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Very nice. Boy, I got wrecked. I got absolutely wrecked. Holy moly. Holy moly. Whoa. Is this real? Is this real? Is what I'm seeing real? Is this actually happening? Soko fu. Ooh, boy. Okay. I've got it. I've got to have it. $50 seconds.
$30 秒
Okay.
10秒
Oh, jeez, that wrong. I meant to move my. Oh, good game. Good game. Good player. Jeez. I think I got my chances a little later, but hey, Gus One, good to see you. Ooh, some 2 tense games. Boy, that was tough. That player was fast and tough. Whew. 3Q nonetheless. Good game.
あなたが後手です。
Alright, Gote again.
対局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. The thing is with Ito Shingo, you get Gote a lot. Okay. Wow. Okay. This guy's just burying. This guy is just like mauling me with this early push. Boy, okay. How is this so fast? How is this so fast? Man, this 4Q is like also just wrecking me. I don't know if it's wrecking, but it's I've got 4 pawns. Jesus Christ.
Yodori no K. 1分30秒。
Okay. That's not good. It's over, but it's fine. It's fine.
1分。
I think that was a mistake. Let's see here. Gotta move. Gotta move. Oh.
30秒。
Gosh, it's so fast. It's so fast. He's just nonstop attacking.
$20 秒。 10秒
I can't get there's no way I'm going to be able to move fast enough for this. Jeez, these players today are on fire. Whatever. You know, I can't move this fast. That took 2 seconds to make that move.
時間切れです
Good game. Good game. I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to beat a player like that with mouse. I can't move that fast. Why not take the free promoted bishop? I guess I didn't see it. It's just, it's too fast. He's moving too fast. He's moving too fast and making too many threats. It's crazy. Like, I literally cannot make those moves fast enough to keep up. Boy. All right. Whew. Good. They are out in full force today. That's a 4Q. Okay. Huh. All right.
あなたが後手です
Gote again. 4th in a row.
対局開始
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
嬉野流
Oh man, we've got a mobile guy. I mean, everyone's going to be a mobile guy, but jeez. Come on. Torizashi. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Just resign. Oh. I'm trying to play too fast. I'm just sorry for the swear. Boy. These are not 2 Qs. These are not 4 Qs. These are not. There's no way. Maybe it's the time of day. Maybe it's only the diehards out here playing at 2:30 in the morning Japan time. I mean, they're moving faster than I can even process. This has never happened before. Let me track that. I think is that 1 and 3 or 1 and 4? Let me quickly check. I'm like punched in the face, like Mike Tyson says. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Okay, 1 and 3. Whew. Some tea. Get some tea. I'm gonna take a look at that. Get into it. Just to slow down here a second. Well, the thing in these games is that I have to imitate the speed. I have to. These games, I'm just going to flag. If you can't play these games with a 1 minute deficit, really. Unless they give you the game, which certainly will happen. But in a 3 minute game, you have to be playing fast. So it's not so much that I'm trying to imitate the speed here. It's that I'm trying to be able to give myself time to make a mate at the end. We shouldn't respond immediately if they didn't even think for a second about moving. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Like, the thing is, their moves are seemingly pretty good. Maybe not. Because he's blocking this. Hey, Koshiro, great to see you. Well, you think I'm up? So I'm looking at this and thinking that it's possible I'm up, but he's got all the attacks. So I'm gonna have to play the perfect moves. He just has to keep attacking. Like right, even staring at staring with as the chats have come in, I'm staring at this position, thinking how in the world I'm going to stop this. I've got to get maybe. Oh, it's not this move again. It's not this. God, this damn move that I cannot ever make. My opponents can make this. I can. What do you say? You say to 2684. Yeah, yes. So you've said the move. You've said the move that I'm seeing now. With a minute of thinking time. I mean, you know from the past. I am blind to this move. I am blind to it. We talk about it so often. It's just that Ibisha move. It's a static root move that you've got to be able to make, and I just never see it. All right. Let's go. Let's recover. Oh, wait. Okay, so the Shogi Wars is broken again. Okay, 48.9%. 48 points. So I'm below 50%. We've lost 8% already. That 4Q probably destroyed my rating, despite the fact that was one of the best players I've ever played on Shogi Wars. Okay, I've beaten this player before. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Gote for the 4th time today. 5th time. What am I doing? Where am I going with this? Okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is over. I mean, it's so over. It's fine. I want a knight. So now I'm just playing too fast. Now I'm sort of now. Wow.
2分
Whoa! Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That is nice.
?1 分30秒
Oh, did I have a mate? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay. Very nice. Very nice.
1分
Oh, brother. Oh, wrong piece! Wrong piece! Oh, wrong piece! Oh, this is a comedy of errors. I think I finally had it. I think I had
両取りの
something.
K
He's got mate. Just drop the silver. Oh god.
30秒
Arigatou gozaimashita.
かっこいい
My heart. I didn't put on the heart rate monitor. I didn't put on the heart rate monitor because I thought it wouldn't be that crazy today. He had mate, though. He had mate. Oops. No, 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 no. No Kishin. I wanted to reverse. Oh, there's the reverse button. Yeah. Yeah, that's mate. That is mate. You say the silver was Tsumero. I'm looking. I'm looking. I mean, ignoring the fact that the opponent. Wait. Oh, let's see. Wait. Let's. Okay. Oh, they don't. Oh, that was a beautiful bishop drop then. Oh, threat mate removing threat mate. Beautiful move. I'm going to guess that the opponent only saw the defensive value in it. Wow. Wow. I mean, it's almost a shame for the opponent because that's a beautiful move. Beautiful move made so quickly. What a move. Wow. Okay. Man, these have been interesting games. 2 and 3. Halo music. The Halo music is trying to calm me down. Okay, Gote against someone who played the bots. Gote for the 6th time today. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Alright, we got a memer. We got a memer. Let's come up this way. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with my. I've got the fork. No, that's not good enough. Let's come over here. Okay, very nice. Boy. Do I take this? No. Yes, no. Yes, no. No. Oh! Get out of here. God, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. So dumb. That's a shame. I wanted to play that. I really wanted to play that one. Oh. Ah. That would have been a nice instructional game. How to play against the meme. Play with the weak king in the center of the board. Ah, shoot. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Darn it. Yeah, in my mind he was gonna take with the rook. Hey Arnold, good to see you. That's a shame. That's a shame. I really wanted to play that. It was a mimicry of Bong Cloud, seems like. Son of a gun, indeed. Good game. Good game. I mean, I'm curious. I'm curious if he plays that Bong Cloud all the time, or whatever that sort of meme opening is called. All right. Yoroshiku onegai. Okay, I'm Sente for the first time in 7 games. Come on. Pause. Okay. So what is this? I don't remember. I don't remember what to do. I don't remember what to do. I don't. freaking remember what... Oh, did I screw it up? Son of a... What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I even doing? All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here and review this. What this is no one's played this in like 2 weeks. So I'm completely out of my prep. Thank you. I'm gonna guess it's here. Let me here we go. Oh, I don't have Shogi Home installed on this machine. I was going to bring up my Shogi. I was going to display my I was going to display how I have these openings built. So do I not have Shogi Home on? Oh yeah, I do. I do have it installed. I don't know why it's not opening up the kifu files, but okay. So how do I open this? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to have this open up with kifu. All right, I'll set this up next time. I don't want to waste time. But and I don't want to show my file system. But so let's see. He goes back. I think I come up. I could bishop takes instead of pawn drop 8-6. Oh, duh. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of this move. That is the entire point of this move, is to take here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hey, Gabrielle. You are coming into a very rough day already. I was shellacked so badly in my first few games. I haven't recovered. So my brain is it's like I got punched in the head and I've got a concussion right now. And I'm just like, I'm not even remembering the basics of my openings. Shogi Anonymous meeting. Yeah, what am I even doing? Hey, Sam Dom, good to see you. So that's the thing. That last game and this game, I was so excited to play them because I was going to get into my opposing rook against this, which is real strong, and I just fell out of my, not to use too highfalutin a term, I just fell out of my prep and I couldn't think. Let's get another. I'm never going to get out of 3Q on 3 minute. I think that's the moral of this story. But so just keep playing since it doesn't matter.
あなたが先手です。
Okay, a 5Q player who's Urshino Ryu. All right, here we go. Looking good. Whoa.
2分30秒。
Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, wow. Oh gosh, I could have forked. I could have forked. Okay. Spoils for choice. Okay, so he's got the gold. What am I going to do? If he drops it back here, I'll just come back. I'll just come back. Okay. I don't have any pawns. So...
2分。
I think it goes on my stuff.
最高の差し回しでしたね。
Okay. I don't know about resigning there. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Let's record it. So what about the was that too slow? Was this too slow? Should I have just gone full guns blazing with a gold in there? Yes, Teresa. But there's no rule. So I dropped the pawn. You know, there was the fork here. Maybe that fork isn't as good. Because the king then protects... You would drop the pawn before taking the gold. Oh. Oh. So here. Interesting. But then something like this. And I'm gonna lose the... Or maybe, okay, well, I guess no, that's not good. That's not good. I'm still taking that. He takes and I still get in. Fork would be faster. But pawn drop is the second best. And, okay. All right, let's get another. That player was an Urashino Ryu player. They must have just sort of, abandoned and felt out of place.
あなたが先手です。
あなたが先手です。
対局開
All
始。
right, よろしくお願いします。
嬉野流。
Okay. Okay. Oh boy. What is this? What is this opening? What is this? What is this?
2分30秒
I'm not sure what to do. I'm stunned. Take pawn drop. Okay, let's do it.
2分
Whoa. Silver?
1分30秒
Alright, that's terrible. Oh, I should just bring up the pawn. Just bring up the pawn. Alright, alright. Now resign? Maybe? No, he's not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. Oh! God!
1分
I should have brought it over here. Uh,
30秒
Arigatou gozaimashita.
この調子丁寧にいきましょ
Oh. So I'm making those like super fast catastrophic blunder moves, and I'm still with almost no time on my 2 minutes they had. I must have thought on some of those moves a long time. I want to look at the the bishop exchange. You think pushing the central pawn could be useful at some points? Once the bishop is here, what I was expecting is if I pushed, he'd come up. This is why I didn't push. I guess here I do this. then I don't know what I do. I I guess I do this, although I've been in such trouble before with these, these types of positions. But he doesn't have a bishop. He doesn't have much. He doesn't have a knight. And I'm still threatening this. Although he would get a bishop if I make this exchange. Well, actually, whose turn is it? Wait, whose turn is that? So my fear was this. If we say he does this, oh, it's my move now. Okay. Okay. Well, that's nice. When you say so, Tataki, in which case? Oops. Oh, that's okay. That was my okay. So that wouldn't have worked out there. That wouldn't have worked out. Now it's my move. Now it's my move. So now, yeah, so I do this. Hey, Mithrandir, good to see you. So if he takes, I just take with the silver, and I'm pushing up the board. Is that so? Is that the idea? I think, in the frantic nature of 3-minute blitz, I looked at this. I looked at the pawn push, saw this, and I'm like, no, I don't want to get into this, and turned away. But I think I was missing. I think I was missing how good it is. I mean, obviously I was missing it. Otherwise I would have made it. But okay. Yeah, that's tough. Pawn takes, silver takes, pawn drop 5-4 is huge. Ah, yeah. All right. Let's get back in here. 4 and 5, recovering some of the results. It's
あなたが後手です。
small user base.
対局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Okay, he's going straight into it. Okay. Wow. Okay, so what is this castle now? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? This is interesting. Huh.
2分30秒。
Let's see. Okay. It's coming over here. It's coming over here. No, this is not it. Let's. This is
2分
okay. Interesting. Let us. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Gosh, he's got so much defense. He's got so much defense. Oh boy. Okay. Let's come up here. Do this. Do this.
1分
Do this. Do this. Oh no. Oh no. That's, oh yeah, it is. That is what I wanted. Oh gosh. Take. That's not mate. Okay.
30秒
Okay.
20秒
All right. All right. Central Rook. Team Central Rook. Boy, these games are nuts today. Hey, Dream of Shogi. Good to see you. Bishop trade, then bishop drop was a king rook fork? No. Oh, let me look at that. Let me look at that. Oh, I think I'm seeing because the rook was here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, everybody. I'm getting worse. If it's at all possible, I'm getting worse at my layout game. So let me just track these. I'm seeing where the king was here or the rook was here. Oh, wait. Is that... So if I take... He takes... Oh, you're killing me. Oh, good vision. Good vision. Oh, wow. I wonder... I was going to say, I wonder if that's sort of a thematic of this opening, but I don't know what opening he was doing. Like I don't think it was Urashino Ryu. Look at the one. Oh no. Oh wait, did they have it or did no? They couldn't have had it. Move 90. Oh, move 92. Okay. Okay. So this is, I was looking, I was briefly looking, this dragon, Dragon 7-8, is not. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, I had another silver. Oh. Oh, 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 man. My time was down to 45 seconds, too. Oh, man. Everyone has been so much faster than I've been today. Oh, that's a nice one. All right. Yeah, Central Rook, Angelito, nonstop attack variation. I was actually, after the game, I was going to say that he would be proud of me, but I don't know. I think he probably wouldn't be. He'd still be hating me because I'm Urashino Ryu guy now. They did. Let me translate this. I'm going to see if I can translate this. It's a troll opening to play against bots. It is not translating this. Google Translate is doing nothing for me in my other window. Oh, Inaniwa tactics. There's a badge for Inazuma Senpo. Let me look at this. Wait, okay, so it's a troll opening to play against bots to see if they can break through. Yeah, I mean, I quickly ran up against the wall here of like, oh, okay, I'm not getting in here. and then backed out. I don't know about this. I think I gave up too much on the opposing side. I think I definitely gave up too much on that opposing side. Oh, so this is interesting. So I didn't notice. This is how bad of a 3-minute player I am. I was completely on my own side of the board. I didn't even notice that the opponent was shuffling pieces. This would have intimidated me. The shuffling pieces would have intimidated me. So I'm glad I didn't notice it. So long story short, maybe sometimes it's better to not pay attention to what the opponent's doing. The full version is where the rook goes to 5-1 or 5-9, and then you decide to push the rook pawn. Oh. So, I mean, this has got to be better than the alternative, right? Maybe not. Maybe that absolutely seems possible. I dream of shogi. Yeah, so almost like a pre-move. I just, maybe I should have. I didn't want to lose this pawn over here when I needed it up the center. I can't believe this worked. Like, you know, obviously it takes some mistake. Not obviously, but I'm going to guess that it took some mistakes on behalf of my opponent to do this, to let me in. But I don't play many like this. Even when I was a central rook player, maybe that's why I didn't advance as quickly. Is that these sort of all-out attacks of just building up more and more pieces. I've never been great at that. So anyway, I don't want this to give me too much confidence, but it was fun. All right. Let's get another 5 and 5, crawling back.
あなたが後手です。
Gote. Great
対
Famichiki.
局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
嬉野流。
Urashino Ryu. Man, slow. I'm slow. Okay. Okay. Gosh, everyone beats me with this. Everyone just crushes me with this. I'm tempted to bring this up. First, I'm going to do this.
2分30秒。
Whoa. He doesn't have a fork. What? Okay. I don't think he has a fork. No, he doesn't. Which way do I want to go with this? That's not the right way. That's not the right way. It's fine. It's fine.
2分。
I think that's it. I think that's mate. Arigatou gozaimashita.
イェイイェイ。
Yay, yay. Okay. Boy, if every left side push was that if I can get a win like that against every left side push, it would be nice. It would be nice. So that's another game I think I'll have to review. I don't know if I don't know where the opponent was. The knight 3 earlier. Man, I come out of these games, like a game like that, I come out of it feeling pretty good. And then it's like immediately, boom, you missed all these mates. You missed all these free pieces. And it's like, my vision is so bad that even when I think I'm doing well, there's so much left. There's so much else. Hilarious. It's comical. Oh, wait. Oh, Bishop takes 7-3. Bishop takes 7-3. After pawn 4-5. What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey Skullsip, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the chat. Thanks for the greetings. Greetings to you. Hope things are going well. Hope you're enjoying Shogi. Oh man. Oh, look at this. And then the question. And then I'm in the tank. And now I'm in the tank. Now I am definitely in the tank. Because of games, because of things like, because of Sugar and Shodan 7, we talked about those guys, this week. Because of games, because of their games, now I doubt everything. Now I absolutely doubt every single time I take a rook. I doubt it, especially with a horse. But, there's no rush. There's no rush on that take. So, like, I'm gonna guess this. I don't like this because the pawn on head, and then I'm going to free up this diagonal. So it feels crazy, but maybe I retreat. You say, Adrian Show, you say, I hear you run the silver. Run it here or run it up, because running up seems awfully dangerous. Although running up, I can threaten 4-6. I can. Oh, okay. You think back for sure. Okay. Oh, 4-6 is not a threat. There's no threat here. There's no threat. They could just take. Scalzo, you're enjoying Shogi a lot. Awesome. Are you a Shogi Wars player? Are you have you been playing a long time, or are you coming to it from another game maybe? Pawn 5-6. Very nice point, Gabrielle. Yeah. So my fear of that, interesting, very interesting. So if I take, yeah, this is nasty, very nasty. That said, so what do I do here? Oh, I take the rook. You have one friend you play over the board, Shogi, every week, but just recently found your channel and show. Oh, awesome. How long have you been playing with your friend over the board? I've been in a similar situation where there is in Northern California. We're kind of lucky. We have multiple Shogi clubs, but when I first started playing over the board, it was this fluke occurrence of me asking on one of the Discords. I think I asked on the Silicon Valley Shogi Discord, like, is anyone playing today? I think I asked on a Saturday, is anyone playing Shogi today? And so, I asked, and then the leader of the East Bay Shogi Club responded saying, like, I basically, yeah, on Sunday, tomorrow morning, we play from 9 to 11:30. And that club was two people. It was the club leader and an 8-year-old child. I think he was 8 at that time. 8-year-old from Japan, whose family was over for a variety of reasons. But they were over, for I think they stayed for a year and a half in total. But anyway, they were playing every week. And then I got there, and now it was the three of us playing, every week, sort of rotating games. Some of the greatest shogi memories of my life were at that club. And then that kid's family went back, and from then on, so this is about a year and a half ago, the club leader and I, actually maybe even more, the club leader and I played every week, just the two of us, plenty of people asking about the game, but not too many people joining. Occasionally we'd get someone like visiting town who might play, like a new player who just kind of wanted to have photos of himself playing, shogi, stuff like that, which was really fun. But just recently now, and keep in mind, this club is like an hour away from me drive. So it's far, but it's worth it, because these games against this other player, even though it was only one person, they were so good that it made it all worthwhile. And the coffee is good at this coffee shop. And then now this club has just suddenly sort of, I don't want to say exploded to make it overly dramatic, but like we've had as many as 6 players on a Sunday morning. And often now we have one other person who I would consider a regular, and we have a new kid. I believe he's 12. I believe it's a Japanese family, but they live in the States. Like I think he's American. But anyway, he's new. He's been there 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm guessing he's going to be a regular because he is really into it. So yeah, playing over the board, especially if it's in a little public place, put them. If you want more people, like that's a debate. Like, the downside of all these new members, to make friends with and stuff like that at this club. The downside to that is now I no longer get to play 3 games against this great player that I've been playing for years. So there's always some sort of ups and downs to something. But if I don't know if you all have put like meetups or where you are, but like in our area, in the Bay Area, it seems like meetup.com gets a ton of people. I'm still stunned at it. Shogi Wars, yeah, Transport. How you doing, Transport? Good to see you. Yeah, always good to see people playing Shogi Wars. Yeah, really good. So yeah. On that note, let's get back into some Shogi Wars. Let's see if I can keep it going. Started against, I'd say, great players, and it's eased up a little bit. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Ureshi no ryu. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, this is the way. All right, let's get nuts. It's 3 minutes. All right. If he drops here, okay. All right, we're promoted. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
2分
Okay. I've got no pawns, so I mean, I've got pawns. I've got. All right. All right. Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay. Pawn drop. Boop, boop, boo, doo, doot. All right. Liking this. Liking this a lot. Liking this a lot. Sumero. Arigatou gozaimashita.
やったぜ
Yatta ze. Okay. You got introduced to shogi like 10 years ago in a summer camp. A summer camp. Are you in Japan? Koshiro, this is Ito Shingo. A summer camp in Hungary. I'm also Hungarian. 50. I mean, I'm a mutt. I'm a mutt. I'm Hungarian, Italian, German. But Hungarians are usually, once they find there's my experience meeting Hungarians. They see my last name. They see my last name and they are incredibly excited. They're so excited. Then they meet me and they start speaking to me and, hoping that I speak Hungarian. And I don't. And the disappointment, you just see the disappointment go all the way down. I'm like I'm third or fourth generation. Actually, I think like third or fourth generation American. So, Hungarians, they don't know that, I'm 50% Hungarian, but that's my grandparents barely spoke. I think my great grandparents came over, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, I actually have like 3 or 4 of those stories where it just happened always the same. It's always the same. They're so excited, to meet a fellow Hungarian in the U.S. And then all their hopes and dreams are dashed as I mumble through my English. But anyway, very interesting that over there you learned shogi at a camp. Coincidentally, I was just listening to a podcast this morning on my walk with I'll butcher the pronunciation of her name, but Judith Polgar, the famous chess hero from Hungary. And she's got the Olympiad. The chess Olympiad is starting next week, and then she has her annual kind of chess festival, which is in the middle of it. It sounds like I believe both are held in Budapest. Apologies for pronunciation again. So it's going to be a big event for her, and it sounds like for Hungary. Anyway. I did want to quickly just walk over this one. I wanted to see if this is what I thought it actually was. So my fear all along was this. Oh, you haven't heard of that yet. Okay. For the chess community, yeah. So you don't play chess. You're a shogi only, or so if he did this, yeah, he can't. If he ever exchanges that rook, then he's getting mated. If he ever uses the rook, if he tries this, you say he can't break through because of my king. Oh, let's look at that too. Oops. So you have tried once to teach me this, and that is why I'm moving my king over, more often to defend. But I'm not. So let's ignore the mate threat here. Oh, I did. Okay, so it's their move. It's their move. Ignoring this mate again. So let's say we're just in this position. I think I do the bowing. I think I do the bowing pawn. He drops the pawn. Take. Oh, you've got a line. You've got a line. You've got a line. Okay, bowing pawn. Pawn drop. Pawn takes. Yes, silver takes. There it is. There's the magic. There is the magic. Okay. There's the magic. I can just take. Wait. Take which? Oh, actually, it's their move. It's their move. Yeah, we're ignoring. That's what I was saying. Yeah, ignoring the mate. Ignoring the mate. I'm just looking at it just for a normal kind of a situation where I'm not threatening mate. But yeah, I mean we could we could say let's just say here. So take. Oh, that's so nice. That's so pretty. It's so elegant. I mean, I lose a gold. Which I like having a gold. Thank you. All right. All right. I'm gonna take a quick break and refill and unfill. Be right back. Just make sure that I need to make sure the rook isn't blocked. That is, so that they don't drop on 5-3. So they don't drop, like, sacrifice something on 5-3 so that I take with the king, and then the rook is in. So so that the rook is additionally. Yeah. Oh, I have a few times I've moved up that silver. A few times I've sort of made this position. Wait, let's go back. Let's go back before I go on this break here. Okay. So let's say I ignore. Instead of pawn 2-6, is silver 4-8. This doesn't work. Um. Oh, wait. Oh, I see what you're saying. So let's say I do this. Let's say I do this. Why do you think it doesn't work? Wait. That's not it. That's not it. It's my piece. Take the pawn? Oh. What? Okay. 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 I think I see where you're going with it. I'm not fully envisioning, imagining it. Yes. Yeah, okay. Now, yeah. I mean, obviously now it's here. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 I have definitely done this. I have definitely done this, and I have been, obviously, murdered for it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Definitely thank you for that reminder. I find it helpful, to sometimes these ideas that I have, like, where I sort of now intuitively know that I need to keep this rook open. At some point, the intuition stays, but the logic behind it sort of floats away a bit. So, it's good on one hand, but on the other hand, I think, when you don't have that solid understanding of why you're doing something, those things start falling by the wayside. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Now I'm going to get that T and then release the T. By the way, I had a funny moment watching your I drew your as if I'm speaking to I drew Shogi's recent Blitz tournament game 1 review. Great video, highly recommended. That video, I had an experience similar, I think, to people, to the people in chat, where at the end of the game, I instantly saw the bishop drop. The best move, effectively winning move, but it felt good. It felt good. It's like it feels good occasionally to be on the other side of that, where it's like, as a spectator, I instantly see the move versus these people who are battling it out on the board in an 8-minute Hayazashi game, and great game. Your defensive move, your defensive king move, I think that's the same game. So good. I mean, you paid the price for it in time, but obviously it was worth it because it was, I guess, was it the only move? I don't remember now. It sure seemed like maybe the only move. But then when your mating attack came, that missing that bishop. But that said, had I instantly seen that bishop move, and then the opponent would have made the the gold defensive drop, I would have been in the tank a bit. I think I would have been in the tank a bit. It would have definitely been trickier. But I guess that's the point. That drop becomes so powerful because the opponent dropped a pawn. Anyway, highly recommend I Dream of Shogi's YouTube videos. I gave the link yesterday. Yeah, the one I'm talking about. Let me get over there. The one I'm talking about right now is wrong window. Wrong window. I swear I have this open still in a tab. There it is. Oh, your voice is good, Koshiro. Everyone hates their voice. Everyone hates their own voice. Don't listen to yourself. Don't listen to yourself. I think your voice is great. Your teaching style is excellent. I wouldn't change a thing. 2 thumbs up. Would watch again. All right. The player population is still low. I guess it's 4. It's closing in on 4 a.m. Japan time. Halo music. All right, let's see if I can come back after this little break of talking. Anata ga Hachi-1 Diver. I'm playing Hachi-1 Diver. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Ooh, I have a 5 winning streak. Look at that. I get those streaks when it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so he's coming down this side, right?
2分30
2分30秒. Let's play like Sugar. Actually, no. Let's attack that edge. have no pawns. I was about to say I have one pawn. I don't, though. But that's fine, because now I'm going over here. Ooh. The king's not over there. All right, we're doing this. We are absolutely doing this.
$2 分
Let's go. Oh, gosh. Did not see that one. Did not see it. I'm in trouble. I'm in... Oh, boy. I should have moved my Okay. Up on the clock a bit.
$1分30秒
Okay. Okay. Interesting. What's this gonna do? What's this gonna do? All right. That's a nice advantage, I think.
1分
Let's okay, let's come up here. Okay.
30秒
Oof.
20秒
I don't see it. All right.
時間切れがち
Arigatou gozaimashita. So, I like that game. I don't know if it was terrible. I mean, I'm sure it had plenty of blunders. I like that game. One, because, I defeated a famous shogi gambler, or, a shogi, underground shogi player, Hachi One Diver. But, and again, to anyone who missed it before, anyone who missed my precious recommendations, Hachi One Diver live action show, definitely worth it. The manga seems very good too. I have not gotten very far, with the fan sub version of it, but the live action show, I love it. I've watched it maybe 4 or 5 times. I'm so craved for shogi stuff, but it's good. It has its oddities and quirks, but the shogi parts are good, and yeah. All right. Let me record that. So anyway, the second reason why I liked that game is because it felt like I wasn't playing by rote as much. Where it's like, okay, you get the Urashino attack or get the Torizashi attack. It was a little off. Not off. It was different. I had to think a little more on my feet, and it felt pretty good. Especially, using the stuff that I learned from Koshiro, probably misapplying the stuff, with that edge attack. What do I prefer? Opening study video or live commentary? If that's question is open to chat, but I'm guessing that's a question for I Dream of Shogi. But as a consumer, I'll since I've got a microphone, I'll answer as well for myself. The kind of content that I would consume most would be gameplay, like a top player playing and commentating their own games, like on Shogi Wars or 81 Dojo or Shogi Club 24. To me, it's the most compelling and I don't want to say addictive, but that's the stuff I can watch for hours. So like you could park me, put me on a desert island with a computer and Urashino Ryu channel, and I could just watch until the battery, I'll watch until the battery dies or whatever happens. I can watch those games forever, and I can't even understand what he's saying. So if it was someone like that who's also talking, like if there was a John Bartholomew, so just always to be bringing up these chess content creators, if there was a John Bartholomew out there of shogi, I'd be eating it up. And if Western shogi numbers are any indication, I'd be like one of the 5 that are eating it up. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired at the size of shots fired at ourselves for having such a small group of people. But that's good. The opening stuff, the opening theory for me is very interesting, but it has to be presented well. And I'm saying that I'm regretting my words. Never have regrets, but I am wishing I didn't say that word, that say it that way, because it's not how I mean it. Because I'm about to say, like, the when I think of shogi educational, like a lot of content on YouTube, again, I'll bring up Debusho. Debusho has some books which I've bought. He's got the YouTube channel. One of the things he does is opening stuff. I don't find his opening stuff all that compelling. It doesn't make use enough of variations. It doesn't make use enough of arrows. It doesn't. So, I am so spoiled by chess content that opening, I think the bar for me to get a lot out of opening video is that it's got to have arrows. It's got to have variations. It's got to show the pitfalls and the traps. Like, I'm a Chessable user, so I have this world of information about chess openings at my fingertips, and I can just go through and learn them and all this stuff. So my bar is very high for that. So, like, Debusho, as much as I love his videos, those opening videos, they're too superficial for me. They're too superficial. They're not easy enough to follow. And long story short, I think doing good opening video work, I think, is very hard. And so it's understandable that very few people would do it, because you're just the reward isn't there. Anyway, I'm blabbing without reading. Adrian, so you say you're a sucker for opening. Like, I am too, especially in chess. But like, I'm a sucker for it. But maybe it's a good thing that the shogi world doesn't really have much available, because then I'd get stuck doing that. What's a good channel? So, as a central rook player, as someone who still considers himself a central rook player, I am going to say that there are no good channels to learn it. If you speak Japanese, that can change. That might change. I am going to say that the channels that I got the most out of for central rook are not Tobe. I didn't get much out. Tobe is too high level. Tobe to me, in his games, it almost feels like he's winning despite central rook in these Shogi Wars games. So maybe that's just I haven't watched enough of his. But the fact that I also can't understand makes it tough. I find Manao Kagawa, the number one YouTuber for shogi, I find her Nakabisha games to be very instructive. Even though I can't understand her, those games are great. She doesn't only play that. That's not even her primary opening, but she plays it often. And I think hers, as far as streamers go, are very good. Koshiro has two, maybe three videos on Nakabisha, and they are not like pure Gokigen games. They're like the Silver Horns, which sort of opened my mind a lot, and maybe opened it too much, because I think I go into Kimura, and I sometimes feel like I'm doing it too much. But that's also good if you're willing to turn on the YouTube Translate. So because he's speaking Portuguese, YouTube Translate is much better than it would be for Japanese. To do that type of video. So that's the thing. I am not convinced. I mean, maybe this is coming from chess. I'm not sure. I guess an expert is a relative term. But I have seen opening chess videos put together by untitled players, and they are really good. They're really good. A lot of it, of course, is from the engine. A lot of it's coming from the engine. And chess engines don't seem to suffer as much as shogi engines do. But a lot of this theory is backed by the engine and then explained by it seems like as a 2000 level player, it seems like it's possible, because I've seen people do it. I've seen videos to me that were very educational that are done by an untitled player, with the power of the engine, obviously validating their ideas. You thought about doing videos like that, but it would essentially just be presenting what I read in a book, and that felt a little bad to parrot someone else's content. Yeah, I mean, maybe. So I don't know if I agree. I just don't know if I agree that it requires that much. It depends the target audience, I guess, to a certain extent. But I have a huge repertoire of Central Rook, versus amateur type opening, where I have vetted all the sort of responses. I'm not just doing what the engine says. I have vetted them with the engine, and found what I, an idiot, considered to be the more thematic things. And lo and behold, a lot of what I have put together on my own with the engine has turned out to be existing. I am learning later is existing Joseki. So like this, I think the idea that a buffoon like me couldn't put together an opening course, I think I disagree with it, because I think, especially as an introduction, a lot of the themes and ideas and traps and responses, like critical responses, I think it can be done. I think it can be done on your own. I don't know. Maybe it's dreaming. Maybe that's wishful thinking. And I'm not saying this because I'm about to like release this course and I'm going to promote it. But I mean, on the other hand, not on the other hand, on the contrary, I am almost certainly not going to be releasing an opening course. But I guess all I'm saying is, for someone especially as good as you, I think you could absolutely do it. Without just parroting what other people say. And if you do parrot some things, so like, I don't know. All this information is not, invented by one person. All this is, everyone is standing on the shoulders of giants. And if someone in the, in Japan is not going to put in the effort to make an English opening guide, someone, why not you? Why not somebody else? I don't know. But I say all that with full awareness that anyone who puts as much effort into an opening course as would be required for it to be good is doing it for the love of the game, because they're probably not going to make any money off of it. I'm guessing, because the target of English speaking shogi players is just so small. Like almost every active Western Shogi Wars player could probably buy the course, and you might not even break even. But for some people that's not it. You want to share the love of the game, et cetera, get more players. Understandable. Shogi Harbor has some VOD streams where they analyze some Nakabisha books in detail. Yeah, definitely. Her content is pretty good. I don't think it compares with the chess content. The pace is, I think, a little too slow a lot. Often it's too slow, often it's too fast. I think some of those that I've seen of the Nakabisha are they're what is the word? Like co-streams, or it's she's along with someone else, and I don't need that. I don't need that, and I don't want that. Like I don't want the context switch waste of time to be going between different commentators. Like, these lines are objective truth or they're not. And it doesn't matter if I'm hearing it from one person or the next person. I would like a consistent view, a consistent, set of arrows, a consistent set of everything. And I found those meandered way too much. The Urashino Ryu videos, they're old Urashino. They're not new Urashino. But those old Urashino Ryu videos that Shogi Harbor has done, I think those are better than her Nakabisha videos, because it's mostly just her. But even so, I think when you compare those to like what the chess world has, like those chess commentators or chess content creators, they've really nailed the format for these things. They're so good at keeping the variations And so you kind of learn almost like organically, like as the tree grows, you kind of learn the lines. And I haven't seen anyone in the shogi world do that yet. Melkor has that opening course with the former Shorikai, right? Is it Ishikawa Sensei? I still keep meaning, I'm as big a culprit as anyone where I'm not supporting these things. I need to go and buy it. If it wasn't that site, if it wasn't that site, I would have bought it like in an instant. If it was some other way to buy it, I think it was like, what is it on? It's Vimeo. If it wasn't Vimeo, I would have insta bought the course. But I have, as I've said before, I have very particular quirks with my software and very particular tastes, and some things that don't gel with it just get left by me. But I keep wanting to buy it. I keep wanting to do it, even though most of those openings I don't care about. That is another thing that I told myself. Talking about when I started learning shogi, we had this discussion yesterday. One of the things I told myself is that I am not going to get in the weeds with openings. I am going to pick an opening or a couple openings, and I am going to play the heck out of those openings. And I'm just going to play. I'm not going to get into the weeds. I'm not going to let shogi be my science project. I want shogi to be my practical, fun, competitive gaming, kind of outlet. I don't want it to be yet another thing that I study at and don't really improve. Not yet another thing, because I don't have many of that. I think I'm generally pretty good at focusing and playing something or doing something, to a decent level. But I believe he has something about Central Rook in there. I believe it might have something about opposing. I don't know. But also, I don't know what level those are for. But pros, it seems like in the shogi world, there's so little variation in the pro game. I guess it's like they focus on the lines that I might not get very often. Here in the slums of 2Q Shogi Wars or 3Q Shogi Wars. Oh, you won your teaching game, and you can't remember it. Okay, so this is two things. This is two little mini ego boosts from I Dream of Shogi now coming out of this tournament. The first ego boost is that blitz game that I saw the bishop move instantly. The second now is that he's a much, I'll say, much stronger player than I am. If only so that I could get in his head, so that the next time I play him, he might be so overconfident against me that I could steal a game. But anyway, you're so much stronger than I am. But you also sometimes forget games, so that makes me feel good, because there are a lot of people they play a game and then they're just like they'll just record it, or they'll instantly remember all this stuff. And I am not that. Occasionally I can do it. Occasionally, but not often. So you didn't. Oh, you didn't. Yeah. So you didn't record it with your phone. Was it because you just didn't want to take the time to set it up? Was it because you were sort of respectful of him in some way by not doing it, or is it just too hectic? As I've said before, I am not about playing pros. I am. That is just. It's just not something that resonates with me. I didn't want to play Nishiyama because then I knew that, one, I am not going to play a handicap game. I want to play my full Satomi repertoire against Nishiyama, because that's all my Central Rook repertoire was started based, not all of it, but a good portion of it, and especially my opposing rook, my Gote opposing rook versus third file, that is all built coming from Satomi Nishiyama stuff. And so, I wanted to give my Satomi book, to her, so I didn't want to play handicap. But at the same time, I figured if and when she wins, now I can't look her in the face anymore for the rest of the tournament, because I'll know that she's crushed me. So it's she'd have the mental damage on me. I can't do it. Make him play. Oh yeah. Oh, so make Adrio Shogi play me in 6-piece handicap. Then record a video, YouTube short of him saying, "I've been defeated by Shogi Dad." Exactly. Oh dang! Your game was even. Wow. Yeah, even with pulling punches, it's incredible. That's an incredible accomplishment. Yeah, I think Nishiyama. Oh, not Nishiyama. Nishiyama, as far as I know, didn't throw any games, but I think Yamaguchi Sensei did. I'm not sure. Maybe Nishiyama did also. I don't remember. Not throw, but let the opponents win. No, I'm not saying that Ishikawa was doing that. All right. Okay, he said it was around 4 dan level. That's really cool that you were able to bring your absolute best in a situation like that. You weren't intimidated. You were able to summon your highest level play, and then even more impressively, as I'm sure at some point you started thinking, I can actually win this. You didn't crumble, which is certainly not exclusive to me, but it's something that I've struggled with in tournament conditions where I'm so excited that I'm going to win this game that I collapse. That's boy, I would still feel the pressure. Even if you thought he wasn't playing the best moves. What did you play, Gangi? What did he play? What did you two play? He's got all this course, so obviously he's got all this opening knowledge. I'm curious what he plays in these types of events. Like, does he just do basic Ibisha, basic, bogeying? Ishikawa Sensei is a Nakabisha specialist? What? Oh, it was the sugar line of the fast pawn 4-5 attack. Oh, I was just going to talk about that. Because I watched like 5 sugar games yesterday, and a bunch of Ahiru Man. We can talk about Ahiru Man after. But the sugar plays that line where it shows the fan. I think that's the 4-5 attack, and the badge is the fan. It's giving the thumbs up. That's the one. Okay. Wait, you played the sugar line? Awesome. Oh, boy, that's guts. Did he recognize it as the sugar line? Like, is it known in the the shogi world that's the sugar thing? Like, if I play Scandinavian at a chess tournament, I think a lot of people would know, like, that John Bartholomew is a big Scandi guy, or stuff like that. Maybe they wouldn't, but like, Wait. Sugar wrote the book on it, right? It's Ishikawa did not. Okay. Just making sure, because the word he was in a couple places, and I wasn't sure who was being referred to. Okay. Was Sugar a Shorikai? I just said the word Shorikai, and memories. So just to go off on a brief tangent, the way sometimes words, notes of a song, or smells like can instantly teleport you back to a place in time, in the past. I said the word Shorikai, and I'm sure influenced by our earlier discussion, but I was transported back to winter in Chicago, sitting on the couch. We had this couch with a TV up it was in the old days, but there were still like nooks built into fireplaces. Sitting on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, sick, watching Hachi One Diver. I love when those things happen, when you're just transported back to this moment in time. It happens so rarely, but when it happens, I love it. I love it. It's usually smells that does that to me. But in this case, it was me just saying the word, which is maybe the first time that's ever happened to me. Anyway, so 4, 5, okay. So Yongo Fu Haya Shikake. So I was thinking, we've been talking on this channel about me trying new openings. I was thinking of maybe trying Sugar's, that one, because that badge is so cool. I saw it yesterday, and that badge is so cool. And Ishikawa has a book or two about Nakabisha. Really? But the opening course, as far as I know with Melkor, it has limited or no Nakabisha, right? Yeah, 8 Dan on Shogi Wars is crazy. Oh, so like I said yesterday, and I've said in the past a couple times, those games are impenetrable to me. So I thought that maybe I just wasn't watching enough of them, and then maybe I got an unlucky mix of games in the past. Based on our discussion yesterday or the day before, whenever that was. So I watched a bunch of Sugar games yesterday, and no, they're just impenetrable to me. They are literally, once the middle game even gets into it, they are impenetrable to me. And in a few of these games, again, he just doesn't take rooks. He doesn't take rooks. And I'm like, I don't get it. He seems to have this aversion for taking rooks, and he still wins these games. So clearly he's got ideas. But like, I know that I overvalue rooks, but maybe it's because at my level, my mating ability is so low that I need a piece like a dragon in order to make a mate often. I didn't in some of these games today, which is honestly partly why I've felt so good about some of these games. But his games are impenetrable to me. You can coach me through it. Okay. Oh, that would be awesome sometime. Koyama actually made it to be a full pro without Shorikai. Who is Koyama? Koyama is not Sugar's name. Sugar has that. His username is like Sugar Haku or something. It's really unfortunate how Shogi Wars truncates the names at 8 characters. Like a Hiru Man is like, his name is truncated in every game. It's unfortunate. There's the whole page, there's so much room for that text. You think it is, yeah. Well, so that's the thing. Yeah, they're not just giving him up. He's playing other 8-dan players. He's playing other gods. But like, I'm staring. I'm pausing. I'm pausing in these games. So the sugar games especially take me much longer to get through than like an Urshin or Ryu channel game, for example, because I'm pausing and I'm like, why is he not taking this rook? It's, and I'm even seeing what I perceive to be follow-ups after the exchange. It's like, why is he not doing this? And it seems so speculative, and I'm sure it is. I mean, he's just not missing like rook exchanges. He did it even with the silver. I couldn't believe it. He's instead of exchanging a rook for a silver, it was like a centralized silver, and the only thing I could think of is like having this centralized silver must be so powerful in the end game. Similar to one of my games today where that silver was in the middle. It's like this must be so powerful. But dang, you're giving. It blows my mind how complicated shogi is. And keep in mind, most of these games that I watched yesterday were 3-minute games. So he is seeing the complexity. He's seeing the matrix in a 3-minute game, where like I'd be like, okay, I can't read the I'm speculating that maybe I don't want to take this rook, but I've got 2 minutes left. I better take this rook. And Gabriel, you say maybe it's an anti-sabaki. Yeah, it must be. I mean, there must be a reason, because he's so consistently not taking it. I think his, because I watched Age, I watched Shodan 7, I watched some of the, I watched that the kid with the snake with the snake hoodie who I think was Shorikai. I watch all them. I don't see, maybe it's just the positions he plays that Sugar plays, but like I don't see anyone else doing this. Like where I'm like, why doesn't he take the rook? And it's like, if there's a rook exchange, they mostly make it, but it's almost conspicuous in the videos I've seen with Sugar, and it's like these people are so good. They're reading their end game, their Yose, their tactics, and when he's seen it. You also can tell once he's seen the mate. Even if it's a long sequence, all of a sudden these moves are blitzed out. It's almost like pre-move. And even in the 10-second games, when he plays the 10-second games, when he sees the mate, the mate in 9 or the mate in 11 or whatever the heck it is, he doesn't even, there's no thinking anymore. He's just like boom, 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 boom. He's just tapping through. That part, the mechanics of his mate are also fascinating to me, because clearly he knows the only responses that the opponent can do, or the only reasonable responses, because it's almost like he's pre-moving. I've started enjoying his streams now. Like I said before that I don't watch them because they're impenetrable to me. That still is the case, but now I am watching them almost as just entertainment of like, this guy is this god is so far above me. And I sort of enjoy that. Koyama is the last guy who became pro at the special exam. Oh. So, I think I've asked this before. I had thought Fujimori or Itoshin were the two guys who became pro without the special exam, or with the special exam. Because I seem to remember someone saying it's a YouTuber, but maybe that YouTuber was Koyama. I'm going to open that up, read that later. This is in English. I clicked and opened up this article on the other page. This is in English. What? I don't think this is incredibly rare. Oh, Age is okay. Yes. And Imaizumi are the two being okay. So Age is the YouTuber, right? When people said, the YouTuber became pro, I think he's aged out, right? Okay. Nishiyama has also aged out of Sandan League, right? She's 28. I think she's 28 or 29 at this point. 28 is the limit. I am really appreciating and enjoying the Shogi Pro game more and more as time goes on, and sort of the culture around the pro game. But there are things that I do miss. Like I know it takes away some of the specialness. I know it takes away some of the mystique of the pros, and it takes away how the titled events work and stuff like that. I know it would take away from that. But I do miss the sort of, I don't want to say this word, but like the meritocracy of anyone at any age in any situation being able to get a grandmaster title. Like I love that about chess. Yeah, there are some weird, like the norms and the weird national type situations. It's easier for some people than others because of the way norms are designed. But either way, for the most part, anyone can become a grandmaster. Ignoring the fact that not everyone can become a grandmaster, but theoretically, anyone can be. They just need to dedicate themselves. And that seems, I think a little bit of that is lost in the shogi world. But at the same time, a lot of the sort of niceness of the shogi world is lost in the chess world because, there's, 1,500 grandmasters around the world. It's not as special. Koyama never attended Shorikai at all. Yeah, I saw this the other day. I mean, I had known this about Nishiyama, but I had seen that. That's like, that's debilitating. Like that's, that record's not enough. Like that's just luck. That's just dang bad luck. That is ridiculous bad luck. I mean, yeah, bad. I'll say bad luck. I don't want to mean it's like bad luck because she's still a great player, and she's still a great player, and she had the honor of being able to speak to me at the U.S. Shogi Championship. So honors and awards at a young age for Nishiyama Sensei. But yeah, that record, it's incredible. I can't do a 14-4 Shogi Wars stream. And she's 14-4 in Sandan League. It's like ridiculous. Like how is that even possible? It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh, I really hope her game is on the 10th. I think her first game is it the 10th? Her first exam. Definitely excited for that. That's around when the Chess Olympiad begins too. I haven't been watching much chess lately, but I'll watch the Olympiad. I need to read more about this Koyama. Oh, this sentence is it's starting off completely intriguing me. Shogi coach Ryo Koyama quit his day job to compete in the board game he loved. Oh, Oh man. Oh man. They're gonna say that three. I was gonna say 2 years, but I'll say 3 years from now. There's gonna be an article in the Asahi Shimbun. It's going to say the exact same thing, except shogi coach Ryo Koyama is going to be. It's going to say shogi streamer Shogi Dad. That's and it's going to say this is in the story. This the art. Now I need. Now the blueprint has been drawn up. Ryo Koyama, he set the blueprint. He's created the blueprint. I just need to follow it. I'm googling how to get in a pro exam. How to get into the pro exam as an old man in the West. China's women's team is not sending the stronger players, and it's top 4 on average rating. Wait, like Zhu Wenjun is not the top rated of the Chinese ladies? Okay, so how did he get his qualifying test? Oh, he's 29. He's still a young kid. I was hoping he was in his 30s. Okay, you need to win amateur tournaments. All right, not a problem. That qualify you to play you in pro tournaments. Then have at least a 65% win rate versus pros. Oh, so there. I didn't realize that there were amateur tournaments that qualified into pro tournaments. Oh, Gabrielle, I misread your message. I thought your message meant it's amazing that the top 4 players are not there because other people have higher ratings. So if when we win the amateur Meijin, what tournament will we then? Will we get like a wild card into the full on Meijin league, like Meijin League or Ryuo League? Is that how that works? Because I know like Nishiyama and Satomi have both played in those leagues, right? Like they must get like a wild card as. Oh, you get into the qualifying tournaments for the others. Okay. So this would be the qualifying tournament for the Meijin League. And okay. Yeah, NHK. I know that I think Nishiyama and well, she was Satomi, so I'll say Satomi. They both had a bunch of success in the NHK, I think. I just every time I think about all these titles and stuff. I dream, that we'd have a little bit more coverage for outside Japan. And then I think, how can we make this happen? How can someone make this happen? Like, what would it take? What would it take? So you can't qualify for Meijin League. Ah, okay. I see. So the qualifying tournaments, but would be for the other title matches. I see. So back to this. So like I don't know who else is in this same boat, but I dream of shogi. You speak Japanese, you speak English, you're a strong player. If all things being equal, let's say you had decided. Let's say you had decided you're going to stop working. I don't even know if you were working. So let's say you decide you're going to stop whatever you're doing now. You're going to go over to the JSA and try to create a tournament presence for not a tournament presence that we play in. You would want to create a tournament commentary, like an alternate channel. So when the Meijin games are being shown, on the Japanese channels, there might be a JSA West that would be, maybe this would be a division of the JSA managed by I Dream of Shogi. Do you think that's something that would be possible? And what would be the barriers to that? And this is an open question to anyone, anyone's idea, because almost everyone in the channel is going to know more than I do about the JSA. My only experience with the JSA is when I got my 3Q Menjo certificate. What would that be? I wonder what it would even mean. And I think you'd have to commit to at least a couple years. It would need a couple year commitment, I think, at a minimum, to do something like that. Because obviously, coming out of the gates, you're going to get 50 viewers, 100 viewers, maybe 20 viewers concurrently. Just because the shogi Western shogi population is not all, it's small, but also it's broad across a zillion time zones. So a lot of people that might be watching if they could wouldn't be able to watch because of time zones or because of other things. Yeah, it's something to think about, I guess. It's something that I dream about. Like, obviously, I don't speak Japanese. And so, that was one of the reasons now lately that I wanted to take a Japanese course at the local community college this fall. I wanted to take, start my journey to learning Japanese. So that may be something, I don't know. I if everything, I don't know. I guess at some point I'll never be fluent enough. As an adult learning a language outside of that country, it seems more unlikely to me that I'd become fluent in Japanese than I would become 3-dan Shogi Wars. And that seems pretty far-fetched. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Somehow we got into another discussion today. I didn't think it would be like this, where we're like I've been listening to, like I said, this week's streams in listening to them in podcast format, and I've just loved all the discussion. You say you think you would need to build an audience first, and then maybe you would be able to leverage your relationship with Fujimori. Okay, that seems possible. Yeah, it seems exceedingly unlikely that you could actually build a big audience. Yeah. Maybe that's the case. Maybe they would reasonably shoot it down if it's like, oh, you've only got 1,000 subs on YouTube, or you've only got 500 subs on YouTube. That's not enough. But maybe it'd be a mutual investment in sort of take a flyer on this idea that, like I said, you'd be committed for a couple years, and they take a wait and see. understanding that it's going to be slow at first and that maybe it'll build up. I don't know. It's tough. It's all tough. Or play the duck opening every day for 6 months, then do a collab with a hero man. Okay, so I mentioned that I wanted to talk. Arjuna Shogi, you talk about the cultural difference. Yeah. That's my understanding, based on my experience and based on what a number of expats have told me. But getting to a hero man. So I said I was going to watch. I promised I was going to watch, and I did watch. I watched a bunch. Yesterday was a big content absorption day for me in Shogi. I dream of Shogis, hero mans, Sugar's videos, always Urashina Ryu channel, that kind of thing, and my own. And but anyway, I don't know what to think about a hero man. I don't know what to think. I don't understand what he's saying, which is unfortunate. And I think it's quaint and kind of cute. I don't know if it's intentional that his audio and video quality is so poor. I think that sort of fits along with the theme of the channel, so that might be intentional. But maybe I got unlucky with the videos I saw, but all I witnessed was he just got into terrible positions and then dirty flagged his opponents. And so I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I would. The things you say that you learned a lot about Bullet from him, you improved by learning from him. I think I did learn a bunch of stuff from him. Like I feel like I've learned a bunch of dirty flagging techniques from him. Like he is really good at the dirty flag. He sets up a situation by which he can continually check the opponent and continually make threats that aren't really threats, but they have to be responded to. So like he seems to be a master at that. And so it definitely opened my eyes. And I didn't really put it into play today. No, in one game. I think I dirty flagged someone in one game today. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I'll have to look back. I think I dirty flagged someone, although it might not technically be considered a dirty flag because I think my position was not completely losing. But anyway, he picks the right moments, it seems like, to make his castle annoying versus making his attack annoying. No, I saw him get a checkmate. I definitely saw him get a checkmate, but the two checkmates, so I think I watched 6 games, and 4 of them were outright dirty flags. Were just outright dirty flags. Like he was, I didn't put them into Lee Shogi, and my analysis skills obviously are poor at best, but they looked to me like he was just dead lost. So 4 of these games, just dirty flags. And in the 2 that he got a checkmate, the opponent crumbled under time pressure. So it was like one of my games where it seemed like a hero man was losing, but the opponent, but he got these mates, and which are obviously legit, obviously, but like it seemed like he cheesed him. It seemed like that. Which is I'm not again I am not judging in any way. He's a better player than I will ever be. And dirty flag in 3 minutes is completely legitimate way to play the game. So it's possible. It's possible I just got a real bad sample of his, or maybe he actually. I started thinking maybe he released, maybe he put this video out sort of as a theme, like a theme of here's a video where the theme is me getting into terrible positions and dirty flagging the opponents. Like, that would be fun content. So because I can't read anything, I'm not sure. I just know that, when he checkmated or when he dirty flagged, he was sort of he's laughing. Laughing in a way where it's like, I know I got away with one. Hey, Mithrandir, boy, we're talking about a lot of things. Right now, talking about this, the six. I think he was 4-dan in the videos I saw. A very high level Shogi Wars 3-minute player who plays the Duck Castle, a Hero man. Earlier today, you were watching Urshino Ryu channel. Nice. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Yeah. His second channel is about the stock market. Yeah. Oh, yes. I played against Hachi One Diver. I feel very good about that win. That's the highlight win. Beating Hachi One Diver is just I love the dive, and then he just he dives into the board on the live action show. It's done so well. It's done really well. But I'm gonna have to watch more Ahuru Man, because I feel like maybe I didn't get a sense of his strength. Because like I say, it just seemed like he just put himself into bad positions and then continued to be in a bad position and then dirty flagged. Yeah, I definitely think, and these are the sort of practical considerations of online shogi, or the practical considerations of blitz shogi. He has some great ideas for using the clock as a weapon, and I need to bring those into my game, like without joking. I need to bring those into my game. I've said this before. It is too easy for my opponents to mate me, especially in these blitz games. I am making it too easy for them to mate me with 20 seconds left. I'm making it way too easy for them to mate me with 30 seconds left. Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll never be. I acknowledge he'll never be better out of the opening. He's always going to be worse out of the opening. But he was. I think he was in real bad spots, like almost Tsumero type spots. In some of these, and he brilliantly made like 5 or 6 moves in a row that weren't, as far as I'm concerned, like swinging the evaluation, but they were making the opponent take time. Yeah. Oh, complicating things, important skill to learn. Oh, yeah. I have got to get better at that. What I was saying about Ahuru Man is that it didn't seem like he was complicating. Like in at least 2 or 3 of the dirty flags, it seemed like he was not complicating. He was simply draining the clock masterfully. Like the long range checks, the long the night he has. It's almost like a fighting game. Watching him play, just this limited set I've watched, it's almost like watching a fighting game. It's if you're all familiar with them, there are these things called block strings, where you can do you basically get the opponent into a situation where they have to block right. So you do like 4 or 5 moves, and they've got to block right, or they get hit, or they have to block right, and even if the thing is, it feels like Ahuru Man is throwing out these block strings. They're unsafe. So taking the analogy from fighting games further, he's throwing unsafe block strings at the opponent, where if the opponent blocks properly, it's unsafe for a hero man. They're going to lose something. And in these cases, like he's got these like 5-move block strings that he throws out there. A lot of times with a knight, it seems like. He throws these block strings out, knights, a knight, and then a knight, and then a silver, and the opponent is parrying them. And then at the end of it, the opponent, gets a free knight or something like that. But it's taken 10 seconds of the opponent's time, and now all of a sudden they're going to dirty flag. It was really it felt to me like it was masterful. But anyway, like it didn't. It was just to this 3-minute player. It seemed to me like he was throwing pieces away. In these scrambles, and I think he was, but he had like these buffered up attacks. It's masterful. It's really masterful. Yeah. Defense is not easy. I feel like today, I threw out a lot of unsafe block strings, and some of them hit and some of them didn't, and that is like that seems like the game. Yeah, that's true. Transport, at least. Yeah. I mean, there are some. There are definitely some. They're not usually as long as that are safe, but yeah. Yep. All right, so fighting games also. This is good. One of these days we should have a fighting game stream. I don't know. I'm not good at anything anymore. I am not. I think my best fighting game was probably Street Fighter 4, and then Street Fighter 5 I was bad. I got like gold, which is not very good. I was happy to get to gold, but I was not very good. But I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But it'd be fun to play like Fightcade, like Street Fighter 3. Boy, that game is so good. It's so good. I don't know if anyone likes it, and maybe this will be a bad take, but Street Fighter 3, Third Strike. Oh man, it's. I think it's so great to play, and it's so great as a spectator. It's the only thing that I don't like as much about it is the character variety and some of the characters. But other than that, oh, what a game! And I love pixel art. He plays Street Fighter 2 Turbo. If you were to tell me, if you were to say, guess what fighting game a hero man plays. That is exactly what I would have said. I would have said Street Fighter 2 Turbo. But now to guess the player. I mean, the easy choice would be to guess that he plays Blanca. Blanca or E Honda. That would be the easy choice. I don't know if that's who he does play, but it feels like, based on his shogi style, he'd be a Blanca player. Ken, okay. So complete opposite. I mean, also aggressive, but yeah, not as crazy as Blanca. Kosher, you say in shogi we have something you like to call attack defense waves. It is this block strings. Okay, attack and defense waves. Yeah, that is something. I think the first time I was sort of intellectually or intuitively made aware of this was at the U.S. Shogi Championship, where I'm watching these great players, play slow games over the board, or slow-ish games over the board, and I was in a constant state of amazement at how those waves hit, how they deal with the waves, and how, to continue the analogy, how each player sort of surfs those waves, and they're just back and forth. It's there's a beauty. I mean, I obviously I'm speaking to the choir. but there's just a beauty of in that dance between, you know, the attack and defense. And gosh, I was in heaven watching those games. It was so good. I loved playing my games, but watching the games also. I was just in heaven, sitting there watching a game. Only one of them. You know, I had my Ito En tea, and I'm drinking it because they had, you know, the tournament had all this great tea. It was, like I said, it was an expensive tournament, but we had great food, great catering, tons of, you know, bottled tea and drinks, and just it was a pleasure to be there. But yeah, it's something that I, as you know, as a lower level player, really struggle with is that switching gears is like, okay, my attack is done, you know, or, you know, I need to defend a bit, or, you know, now I'm looking good, maybe now I need to attack, that kind of thing. It's really fun, you know. Obviously, you know, getting better at something and improving at shogi is really fun for you know, for us shogi players. I guess, you know, it's not for everybody, but I love it. Anyway, does he link it from his main channel? I'll have to look. Oh, Fei Long. Wow. That's a fun one. That one feels that feels in line with his personality. Okay, good. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out because I'm going to watch more of his games. You know, if only because I love how that announcer says, you know, Ahiru ga koi, or, you know, however, you know, it's so funny. Is that the stock voice, or is that Hifumi? It's so zany, for lack of a better word. It's hilarious. The funny avatar, the super funny voice. I've got to make it. I've got to make it one of these days. One of these days, I've got to make it. I'll have to find a nice little move order that he puts out and then do it. Oh, Koshiro. Oh, now we're on another topic. I have been a hitbox user for years. So I've got a couple hitboxes that I've you know, had over the years. I switched a couple years, so I have not been playing fighting games much for the past year or two, but I switched to what's called the M press. It was a first prototype, which there's this like Paradise Arcade, I think is the name of the company now. They are selling a ton of these, but it's like super thin, you know, all button, very thin plexiglass. And I've got one of those early versions, and I'm using that a lot. I also have I think it's a Japanese company that released or maybe it's, I don't know, the Gamo K77, which is a custom. Here, let me Gamo K28. I have used this quite a bit here. I'll paste it into channel. So this is great for some games. For others, I prefer the hitbox / Gamo. Just like I'm into equipment for shogi and chess, I got into equipment with fighting games back when Street Fighter 4 came out. And the tournament arcade, the tournament edition stick, it was so hard to come by back in those days. And I had those, and then you went off of stick into the hitbox style. Let me see if I have my oh, I do. So just happen to have it over here kind of in storage. I've got the wood special edition hitbox also. It's actual wood. I love this. It's you can hear the wood. Love this thing. Love it. It's a little dented in the center because I think I might have put a little bit too much stress for some particular situation. But it's still working great. I love these things. Oh man, I love these things. Arcade stick. I don't know how much your experience with arcade sticks. Arcade sticks are real, in my experience, and I think the experience of a lot of people, very difficult to get into. Very difficult to get good with, to get good and consistent. So obviously the Daigos and the great players of the world will get good at it, with lots of practice. But it was a shocking difficulty curve for me coming off of a gamepad back in the Street Fighter 4 days when I switched from a gamepad to an arcade stick, because I didn't really grow up in arcades. I mean, I played in arcades, but I never really, I wasn't great, at arcades. So anyway, yeah, good discussion on that. Do you play? So what games? Oh, so you think the stick is more natural? Yeah, I took to hitbox very quickly, and I feel like I got to the point where I was doing big combos and effortless supers, combo into super effortlessly with hitbox. I think I got there really quickly, especially since even after years and years of arcade stick, I would still, in games online, I'd still mess up a combo. I mean, everyone messes up a combo, but like I'd still somewhat regularly mess up drop some combos. The hitbox really got me better there. The thing with the hitbox, for me, is the thing that I got worse at, especially compared to pad, but even with stick, my movement was a little worse with hitbox. And I don't know if it ever got as good as it was with stick, but my execution was so much better with hitbox. And I enjoyed, like, it felt better on my hands to be with hitbox. You don't play anything in a good level. Okay, you used to play CVS 2 on Dreamcast. Wow. Yeah. Oh, is it getting a new version, or is it like a new like collection of the old games? Transport. You mentioned Smash Brothers. I also like. So I love Melee, and I have my hands. My hands are not in great shape. Not because of Melee, but Melee didn't help. So I bought the Smash box, and I quickly returned it. It was, like I say, there's a bar. There's a learning curve on these things. It was just too tough for me to do a Smash box. But that said, something came out after that I think Leffen was one of the first users of. I don't remember what it was called, but it was very thin. It was thin and smaller. And I wanted to get it, but then I thought, you know what, I don't need it. So I used that keyboard, that Gammo keyboard. I used that in Smash, and I was pretty decent with it. Not ever as good as I was on on stick, but some things I was better in, like wave dance, the wave dash and the dash dancing and stuff like that. Frame one. Yes. Thank you. Wow, so you know all about this stuff. But in the end, as much as I love Melee, I liked the newer Smashes. I think fighting game, like Street Fighter style fighting games, just resonated a little more with me. And as an older person, I think more adults play fighting games versus Smash. Smash has its base is not, I think it trends younger. But anyway, yeah. I have only been streaming 3 hours today, 3:10. My voice is getting there. My voice is definitely getting there. So I don't know how much more time I have left. You say the SSBM base is dying. Yeah. I watched. Someone had mentioned that Genesis. The Genesis recently. I've been to a Genesis. I think it was Genesis 3 that I was at. But Genesis was there. Mango got knocked out early. The people who are left, they're just not all that compelling for me to watch. And quite honestly, maybe they are better. I don't know. They don't seem very good compared to the old days. Maybe these new players are very good, and that's just what hyper optimized Melee looks like now. I just was pretty bored by it. Honestly, I was generally pretty bored by it. So there was nothing exciting there like Mango or Leffen or even Leffen is playing the lame characters. The lame. My bias is coming through. Anything not a space animal is a lame character. So he's playing the lame stuff, and I can't remember his name now. The Yoshi player, Amsa. He's there with the Yoshi player. So when he's doing well, when he's doing well with Yoshi, that's like a red flag to me. That means to me that people are just not playing very well anymore. I don't know if that's true, but it seems that way. There's no PPMD. PPMD's been gone forever. There's no PPMD. There's no West balls. There's no more fun. There's no more fun watching these tournaments. These tournaments are just they're not fun people. They're not fun people to root for, and they're not playing a fun style of Melee, and they don't seem all that good. So I fell off. I think I've fallen off. Nintendo was not I was going to say not a great steward for it. They've never been a steward for it, period. But they made it tough. The Smash World Tour. Well, the Smash community seems to shoot themselves in the foot. They've got a lot of sketchy characters. There's something about the game that sort of resonates with some pretty sketchy people, and I don't know. And then I had a lot of hope for the net play, the GGPO based net play, but at the same time I was thinking, this is going to get shut down by Nintendo. You can't. These third parties making this great net play, it seemed like it was going to die, and I don't know if it did. You say the reason I'm bored is because there's no more funding. Okay, I guess if there's no more funding, you're not going to have as many, interesting players. Oh, M2K. I've forgotten about him. So, M2K, yes, he also played an amazing Fox. I didn't mind his other stuff. I didn't mind his his oh my gosh, what's the can't remember the Zelda character, the Sheik. Yeah, he's great, but even Hungry Box at the end, I was cheering for, which was like, oh my gosh, I never thought that this would happen. That I'm cheering for Hungry Box, and just to have something interesting going on in that tournament. But anyway, sorry to all the shogi fans about this fighting game talk. There's a lot. The world is full of great things. The world is full of great games, and yes, shogi is the greatest of them. But there's just a lot going on. There's a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, I know. Hungry Box seems to be making some bucks as a he's a content. He's always he's got a personality that lends itself to some of this stuff. Even if he's the heel, even if he's a villain, people like to listen to what he says, and people like to see what he's doing. I assume he's toned down his villainness, but to get a wider base. But he seemed to do well. Mango still seems to be doing well. Streaming and content creation wise. I don't know how long those are going to last. But good luck to him. He's watching him has brought a lot of joy to my life. So I'm grateful. But not as much as West Balls. West Balls was my favorite. I was a Falco player. I played Falco, and West Balls was the even if Mango was the best, Mango and PPMD, even if they were the best Falcos, West Ball was the Falco that I think I wanted to be, and I think a lot of people wanted to be. So good, so smooth, just incredible. So anyway, on that non-shogi note, West Ball still streams? I just assumed he destroyed his hands. Like, I'm zero joke, zero sarcasm. Because when I stopped seeing him in tournaments, I assumed his hands disintegrated. Because the stuff that he's doing on that controller, it's just hands are not meant to do that. They're just not meant to do that for extended periods of time. And me trying to do that kind of stuff messed up my hands. I went to a sports physiologist. I can't remember, years and years ago. Maybe like 8 years ago or so, because I was playing Melee. I had started playing more and more Melee, and that basically ended. Someone my age cannot be playing those games without I think without like a hitbox style device. That's why I was so excited about those button devices, because the stick it's just too demanding. It's too demanding on the hands. Yeah, but great game. I don't think we'll ever get another game like that. I don't think we'll ever get a game with that of that style, of that difficulty. It's a shame. It's a darn shame. There's Dan Fornes. There was the Rivals of Ether, which I really enjoyed. I think Rivals of Ether was the closest we've gotten to a Melee game. Indie game, pixel art, beautiful, really fun to play, a little easier to do like wave dashes and stuff like that, and the netcode eventually got better, and great game. I know they're coming out with a second, but I don't know. The 3D stuff looks a little weirder to me. But anyway, good times. So I'm going to close it up here. What was I 50-50? Oh, 8-5. A rare lately. This is a rare. I didn't play enough, but a rare 3-minute winning stream. And this is amazing because I started out like 1-4, 1-4, I think. 1-4, 1-3. Those players were tough today. So fun, so good, so fast. And it turned. Oh yeah. I hit it. Yeah, I must. Let me see. I know I hit a 5-win streak. I don't know if I lost again there. 6 winning. 6 winning. Not bad. 0.6 Q. Climbing the rating ladder. My Oza skills or my Oza levels are still pretty low. Urshino Ryu has my Urshino Ryu has dropped a lot. Yeah, expected 50-50, got it 85. It's like I put my jacket on and in the pocket was a $20 bill. I just found a $20 bill. I'll take it. It was good. Okay, at 62. So gained, I think this is about a gain of 6%. Not bad. The loss against the 4Q, that 4Q killer, that player was good and fast. I think the loss to the 4Q really hurt the ratings. The 3Qs don't help, but that 4Q loss really plummeted my rating. Oh, that would be awesome. Koshiro, if you did. I need to get this badge. I need to get the badge I need to get is the sugar badge. That sugar one. So yeah, I know you didn't finish. You still have more Sankenbisha to go, right? I don't think you got them all. And, was it fun or was it mildly stressful, to be trying to get these badges? So, it's one thing, that's why I asked. Yeah, some of those are way too reliant on the opponent. Okay, so you had fun. That's cool. Because for me, if I played, like, if I'm going for badges, I'm not playing 5 Dan players. I'm playing people of my level. But like, you're out there trying to get badges and you're playing, just absolute killers. So it's like, you're handicapping yourself, by doing it. And then you've got to compete against these players. So I didn't know if like the pressure might be a little tougher or just, a little less enjoyable. You got to play regular. I want to see some of these Ibisha badges. That's what I am excited for. I'm excited for all of them, but I am most excited now for seeing some of these Ibisha badges because there are a bunch I don't have. And, there are a bunch I want to learn how to get. I think I have most of the Central Rook stuff. I think I have a lot of, I have most of the Minos. Yeah. Well, your games were nice. Yeah, maybe that's just a factor of you being so good. I'm disappointed today with the game where the opponent was memeing, and I hung my Rook. I'm so disappointed. I really wanted to play that one out. Because I thought that would be a really nice and instructive little game to acknowledge that the opponent is memeing and is in the king is in the center, but like how do I convert it? And I really wanted to, but I just threw it away way too early. No, there are not too many badges. There's not too many Ibisha badges. That's a good thing. That means there's always something great to look forward to. Like, I had never, this sugar badge is fascinating to me because I don't think I've ever seen anyone else get this badge. Ever. The fan, he's got the fan. Very excited about that. And I'm stumbling into these badges all the time. I got that that Yagura badge. I got that other one that I didn't win. Are you so? I'm sure Koshiro has many more than I do. I only have 21 of 119. The question is, does this 21 mean colored, or does this include the gray? I guess we can count. I got this the other day, yesterday I think it was, for the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so I'll start counting with the grade. 5, 6, 7, 8. My preciouses. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is the one that I didn't, this is the new one that I didn't win the game in. 21. Okay, so this number is the sum of both grayed out and colored. I am missing a lot of Yagura. This is a nice one. I'm very, very pleased with this one. I was very happy to get that one. Minos. This, I can't believe, two of my favorite Shogi Wars badges, and I don't even have the colored versions of it. Gotta do it. I wonder if I could do this in Urashino Ryu. I'm not remembering the exact shape. I think it's the king on the silvers. The king on the silver starting square on the left. King replaces the silver. Gold on the sides on the right side. So gold, like a gold pillar on the right side. And then I think the silver on the head. Look at this. The goose egg. The goose egg. Oh, today you lost a lot trying to win with Yagura on Shogi Club 24. How are you enjoying those games so far on Shogi Club 24? Have you had any that were sort of close? Have you won any? Have you been able to win any? Gabrielle, yeah. So that's the problem with playing the nonsense. You don't get the badges. That's also the problem with playing Urashino Ryu, is that often you don't get these castles. So I've been able to get some of the castles just by sort of shuffling pieces around later. You've not won any, unfortunately. Well, you know what they say? They say lose your first 100 games as quickly as you can. That's what they say. But it's tough. You've put yourself in a real nice spot for learning, but you've put yourself in a very difficult spot for winning. Shogi Club 24 is the toughest of the tough, and even at the low levels, you just don't know who you're gonna get. You don't know if it's a new player. Odds are it's not, or if it's a former 3 Dan. But as long as you're having fun, I mean that's sometimes it's hard to maintain the fun when you're just getting demolished and you never have any attacks. But stick with it. You play until you win, but you never win. That reminds me of my stream. There was one day or a couple days, I think, where I had like a double club meetup. I think it was where I played 3 in the morning and lost all 3, and then played like 4 in the afternoon and then lost all 4. These are all over the board games. And then I came home and I streamed play until I win. And I think it took me like 3 games to win. I think I was on Shogi Club 24. So it was like a long day of Shogi, and then the stream just kept going because I couldn't win. Oh man, Shogi Club 24 is great. It's great. Man. Sounds like how your WOSC started. Oh. Yeah, that first one that you lost, that's tough. That's tough. Because I think that could either set the tone for the rest of the tournament, like I don't want to say bad loss like that, but to my mindset, if I would have lost that game, I would have thought that this is a bad loss. Considering how strong it seemed you were in the opening. I would have felt like, okay, I gave one up. That's a bad loss. And you never know. Everyone's different. You never know how you're going to recover from a first loss like that. Are you just going to continue to plummet, or are you just going to regroup and put it out of your mind? And it sounds like you put it out of your mind and were able to recover. And that's awesome. That's awesome. I don't. My shogi experience tournament experience is that one tournament, and I was fortunate enough to win my first game. So I don't know. I don't know what it's like yet to start badly. Hopefully, I'll never find out. But it's of course it's going to happen. But I think, personally, I think I'd recover just as fine or whatever, just because I'm under no delusion that I'm in contention for these tournaments. So I'm just trying to improve and play fun games and enjoy myself. Well, Mithrandir, the only you're sort of being redundant here. I think you could also say the only website that consistently pairs you against opponents, against players, is Shogi Wars, because almost no one else does, pairings. Shogi Quest does, but a lot of times you get a bot, and I don't know what the player population is there. And I don't, in my experience, it seems like the ratings are a little less, what's the word? Accurate than Shogi Wars. Like Shogi Wars, it seems to do a good job of keeping you with players your level. Shogi Quest, it's also pretty good in my limited experience, but it varies more than Shogi Wars does. Shogi Wars is great. It's got the most players. It's got the matchmaking, and it's good. So. Anyway, voice continuing to get drier, and so I'm going to close it up here, and tomorrow will be, gosh, I can't. This week has gone so quickly. So tomorrow I'll be here. 10-second games, almost certainly. Wish this one could have been a little longer, but we got into a good discussion. But I've got some stuff to do this afternoon. And so I started a little early, but thank you everyone for coming out. So fun. Shogi is it's just so fun. It's fun playing it. It's fun talking about it. It's fun. Yeah. So anyway, thanks again. Enjoy your shogi. Enjoy the rest of the day, and hope to see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.